Good morning everyone! Welcome to my channel. Today's video we're going to discuss about electricity charges and forces. What is electricity charges? It is the state of having either more electrons or negative charge than protons, or having more protons or positively charged than electrons. It is also the property associated with matter due to which it produces and experiences electric and magnetic effects, which means electric charge is a basic property of matter carried for some elementary particles that governs how the particles are affected by an electric or magnetic field. Electric charge, which can be positive or negative, occurs in discrete natural units and is neither created nor destroyed. The two general types of electricity charges are the positive and negative. These are the two objectives that have an excess of one type of charge exert a force of repulsion on each other when relatively close together. The two objects that have excess opposite charges, one positive charge and the other negatively charged, attract each other when relatively near. The atomic structure and electric charge. All matter is made of atoms. Atoms contain smaller particles, protons, neutrons, and electrons. Some of these particles have an electric charge. As you can see, there are three particles. The first one is proton. The electric charge of proton is positive, while the location of proton is nucleus. And the second one is neutron. The electric charge of neutron has no charge, and the location is nucleus. And the third particle is electron. The electric charge of electron is negative. The location is orbiting the nucleus. In electric charge, if an object has more electrons than protons, then it is negatively charged. But if the electric charge of an object has more protons than electrons, this is called positively charged. And if the electric charge in an object has an equal number of protons and electrons, the object is called neutral. The charged substances. If the electric charge has similarly a neutral or a negative charge, object will become positive and charged if it loses electrons. Furthermore, in electric charge, the electrons can be transferred from one object to another. Like for example, a neutral or positively charged object will become negatively charged if it gains electrons. As you can see in this slide, a charged object and a neutral object is present and it will attract each other. In electric charge, there are two kinds of law. For the first one is the law of attraction. As you can see, there are opposite charges attract. The second law is the law of repulsion. As you can see, they have the same symbol or signs. So it means that their charges repel. Try to look at this picture and find out to how the electric charge behave. As you can see, there are clothes which is neutrally charged and two balloons. Remember, the object will be electrically charged if we're going to rub the other surface of object to others. It happens friction. So that's how electric charge behave. The three kinds of charges. First is neutron, second one is proton, the third one is electron. As you can see, neutron and proton has the same mass, while electron has different mass. And the charges, as you can see, in neutron, there is no charge because they have the same proton and electron. Furthermore, according to Coulomb's law, the magnitude of the electric force between two-point charges is directly proportional to the product of the charges. and inversely proportional to the square of the distances between them. The Coulomb's law is defined by the equation. And as you can see, the formula is already given here. Since the formula is already given to you, so these are the example on how you can solve problem using MKS and CGS. Since the formula is already given to you, so these are the example on how you can solve problem using MKS and CGS. This is the other example of electricity charge problem solving by using the formula. So let us proceed. What is a force? According to Coulomb's law states that the electrostatic force is directly proportional to the product of the magnitude of the 2-point charges, and it is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between the 2-point charges, which means the force of one point charge of Q2 exerted by another point charge Q1 is equals to F21 equals KQ1 Q2 over R squared. Coulomb's law has same structure as Newton's law of gravitation. Both are inversely proportional to the square of the distance between the particles. The electrostatic force is directly proportional to the product of magnitude of 2-point charges, and gravitational force is directly proportional to the product of two masses. The gravitational force between two masses is always attractive, but Coulomb's force between two charges can be attractive or repulsive, depending on the nature of changes. The value of the gravitational constant G is equals to 6.626 times 10 to the negative power 11 N meter squared kilogram squared. The value of the constant K is Coulomb's law is K equals to 9x 10 cubed and meter squared c squared. And the gravitational force between two masses is independent of the medium. Like for example, if 1 kilogram of two masses are kept in air or inside water, the gravitational force between two masses remains the same. But the electrostatic force between the two charges depends on nature of the medium in which the two charges are kept rest. The formula of force F equals KQ1 Q2 over R squared. F represents electric force, K Coulomb's constant, Q1 Q2 is the charges, R is the distance of separation. And these are some examples in solving problem using the force formula. Thanks for watching! Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we're going to discuss about static electricity. What is static electricity? A static electricity occurs when there is a build-up of electric charge on the surface of a material. It is called static electricity because the charges don't move. It is also called friction electricity and lasts only for a short time. The electricity we use every day involves moving charges. Furthermore, from the word itself, static means charge does not move or flow. And static electricity is an imbalance of electric charges within or on the surface of a material. The charge remains until it is able to move away by means of an electrical current or electrical discharge. Static electricity is named in contrast with current electricity, which flows through wires or other conductors and transmit energy. The two types of static charges, which is positive charge and negative charge. The causes of static electricity are removal and prevention, static discharge, and energies involved. Where do charges came from? If electrons is equal to protons, it means neutral. If electrons is greater than protons, it means gaining electrons and negative charge. If electrons is less than protons, it means losing electrons and positive charge. Examples of static electricity: rubbing a balloon on your hair, walk across carpet, clothes tumbling in dryer. Rules of static electricity. First is objects with like or same charge repel, but objects within unlike charges attract. Second is charged objects attract neutral objects. Thank you and God bless us all.